Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute since I've been up here. It's been since last year, almost 4 months ago since I recorded my last video, but I am back and I am ready to record some new stuff, and I'm happy to see you all. I'm happy to be back running my mouth. But if you are new to my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and also don't forget to hit the like button. And if you're not new to my channel, hello, I'm back. But yeah, so not much has happened since my last YouTube video. I just been kind of trying to grow just in life and trying to push forward in life. I've been having some moments of, up and down, and just like I've struggled with anxiety at times, just wanting to be farther in life and wanting things to be better and wanting things to be different. And sometimes those thoughts and worries do get to me and they bring me down, but I always get back up. So I'm not depressed, none of that, but I have my moments of being down. And the way like that I deal with anxiety is, definitely I seek God and I ask God, like, can you help me? All I need is your help, God. And sometimes it's all that we can say is help me, God. And then I also listen to a lot of sermons online. So like if it's a day where I'm feeling very down and having an anxiety moment, I'll turn on a sermon from like Stephen Furtick or T.D. Jakes, somebody who kind of gets me pumped up. And like even Michael Todd has been somebody I've been listening to recently. So those like the main three. Oh, and I can't forget Sarah Jakes. Like that's my girl. Like she's very soft spoken, but like I don't know, she has this vibe about her that just wakes you up, and gets your attention. She's very like, seems like she's just down to earth, even though I've never met her, but I am gonna meet her one day. But so yeah, so generally a sermon will help me. And I don't know about you, but God always puts me on a sermon that's like what I'm going through for that day, and it kind of gives me insight on maybe what to do or how to handle it, or just be thankful for where I am like right now, and to enjoy life right now, and to not wish I had this, or wish I was here, or wish I was at this type of job. All kinds of things we go through and we won't, but yeah. So I have dealt with that recently, but your girl is good. Your girl is pushing forward, and that's what you got to do too. I've also recently tried to get more quieter with God, and just basically learn how to hear his voice, and how to take direction from him, and really seek him, and learn his ways, because I've struggled with that. I've had moments in my life where I can hear God very clearly, and then there's other times where I'm like, God, like, where are you? Like, I can't hear you at all. But I actually got this book off Amazon, and it's Quiet Time for Busy Women, and it's basically devotional that you do weekly for 6 weeks, and it's basically just trying to help you be able to learn how to be quiet, in God's presence, and how to hear his voice, and how to just turn everything off and just be silent. So I've been doing this. I think I'm on week 2, and I do have a few other girls, and including my mom, that are doing this book with me, it's been great. It helps me to just like, it's kind of like meditating in a sense, but it just clears my mind, and it helps me. And for me, I do it at night, because my devotion time in the morning, I haven't become that person yet that can get up super early and do my devotions and read and everything before I go to work. So I do mine at night, and it helps me to like go to bed on a good note. So everybody has their times and stuff like that. I also wanted to kind of share with you how I met God, because I never shared this story with anybody I've never shared this story on YouTube, and I've been meaning to. But basically the way I met God was, okay, so I grew up going to church. Like, I've been going to church since I came out the womb. I was that kid that went to Sunday school, went to Bible school, was on the praise and worship dance team with my cousins and other people I went to church with, and even like did plays and stuff at church. I was that type of church kid. So my mom was like, you are going to church and you are going to Wednesday night Bible study. So, you know, and I'm very thankful for that to this day. But so, you know, as I grew older, you know, I started to, you know, once you get closer to your teenage years, like most kids are like, oh, I don't want to go to church, you know, I want to stay home, I don't have to go to church, this, that, and the third. And I went through that phase. You know, I didn't want to go to church, I didn't feel like I needed it, you know, it was just more so something I would go to, and I would get sleepy and not feel like I needed to be there, you know. But you know, I still knew that God was in my life, but I didn't have I don't want to say I had a real relationship with God at that time in my teenage years. Now, getting up into my 20s, you know, it was like I was going through stuff in life, and I was like, there's something I'm missing, I'm not sure what it is, you know. But, you know, eventually, later on in my 20s, God really, he really spoke to me, because I had actually became like that party girl in my early 20s, and was just like, you know, trying to find myself basically, and not really knowing like who I was or what I was about or what I was supposed to do in life, you know. And I'm still kind of trying to figure that out. But it was like my mid-20s is when God really spoke to me. He said, Brittany, you know, you are put on this earth. I put you on this earth so that you can inspire other women, and that you can be, you know, a light to other women, even young girls. And I was like, what? Like me? You know, and it was, I remember thinking that and hearing that from God and believing it. And I've always believed that ever since. And, you know, after that moment, I started seeking God more, and I wanted to know more about him. And it's like my life kind of did a 360. I stopped clubbing, you know, a lot, and it eventually turned into like now I may go out like once every blue moon. You know, and even, you know, just started seeking God more. About me is that I'm still trying to get to that point where I can go to church on my own. I've always kind of been nervous to go to church by myself. I don't know why. I've kind of been nervous to do a lot of things in life, and that I'm trying to work past. But going to church by myself, I don't know what it is. It just makes me nervous. But, you know, I know I have to get over that fear. And I have been to church by myself, which was last year actually, and it felt really great. But I haven't done it again since. I mainly watch church online, which I know I gotta get out. And I gotta get out in general. Like, you know, I need to get out and network. I need to get out and meet other people and collab with other people, you know. So that Brittany is coming. But back to the story. So, you know, 25, God spoke to me. He was like, this is what your purpose is. This is what I want you to do, you know. And ever since then, it's just like my life has been totally different. You know, I still have my moments. I'm still human, you know, I'm still growing. But, you know, I finally found him, and I know what my foundation is. Because before, you know, even though you're growing up and stuff like that, I really didn't know what my foundation was until like you have those like interventions with God, and those moments where you're like, okay, God, my parents can't help me, my friends can't help me, nobody can help me, and the only person I can lean on is you. And that's when you know, like, okay, God is my source. I have to put him before everything. I have to seek him in everything. I have to pray about everything. I have to have him order all of my steps, not just some of my steps, but all of my steps. So, you know, I really went through all that stuff, and I'm still going through all that stuff. So that's just a little bit about my story of how I found God and when I found God. It was mainly the pivotal point for me was in my mid-20s. So I'm 29 now. So it's been almost like a 4-year journey, and we are still going strong and we are still growing. But I love God, and I'm thankful that he even put this whole YouTube thing like in my spirit, because this is a way that I can inspire women, and I can like talk to you, and you know, you can even give me feedback on what you might want me to say, or talk about, you know. And so I'm glad that he placed this avenue in my mind and in my heart, and that he removed the fear of getting on YouTube, because there was a time I had a huge fear of getting on here, because I felt like, you know, people are not gonna want to hear me, people are not gonna want to see me, people, you know, are gonna look at my flaws and stuff like that, and a lot of times we let those things hold us back, and we never go forth on what God has called us to do. But you know, he uses our flaws, he uses our hurts, he uses our pains, and he turns them into blessings, and he turns them into stories that help other people. And you know, you never know where your transparency can take you. And you know, he's given me the, you know, spirit of transparency to be able to speak to women, to be able to even men that are watching this channel, you know. So I'm glad that I'm not scared to be transparent, because some people are. And you know, the God says that the power is in your testimony. So the power is in the testimony of me telling you what I've been through, what I've been down about. Maybe not everything, every little, you know, detail about my life, but you know, for the most part, you know, I can be quite honest with you all about a lot of stuff in my life. And you know, somebody will get inspired from it. Somebody will be like, oh my God, I never thought that a person like you would be going through that, or whatever, you know. And to let you all know that everybody is real, everybody goes through things, everybody has things that, you know, we never want to share, we never thought that would happen to us. But God uses all of those things, and he's going to use you as well, you know. So don't be scared of your story. I'm glad God revealed to me what my purpose is when I became closer to him, and I know he will do the same for you when you become closer to him. So don't be afraid to draw closer and to really seek him. That's a little bit about how I met God, and you know, just me growing with him and continuing to grow with him, and you know, just being able to quiet down and listen to him, and just become the best Brittany I know how to be, and to really show people just a transparent life. Thank you for watching, and as always, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you soon, and bye.